seconds ago. But, hey guys. Alright, I don't know. I had it fixed and now it's whitewashed out again. So, like I have no idea what happened. So, let's see if we can get this. Like, for some reason, it has gone wonky. I have no idea what's going on with it. Might have to set something like right here. For, yeah, as soon as that comes in, it just goes crazy. Like, what's going on with it? I have no idea why. I had it perfect and then it whitewashed out. And I don't know why or what happened. But see, as soon as I go anywhere near that spot, let's see here, maybe set it on there. Let's try this spot. You know, because sometimes you can make things to work a little bit better. If you take that up, maybe, I don't know. Everything's a mess right now, but I'm trying to do things a little bit better. Hi Angel, how are you today? So I can set you guys right here. That's as far as that goes. There we go, that'll work for now. It's better than having it completely bleed out. Like, what in the world? Here. There we go, so we're not completely whitewashed. Though I am like in shadow on this side of it. That bird just like hit the thing. Oh, I'm good. Still, still sore, but much better. Hi, Sammy. Just doing much better. Nowhere near as sore as I've been the past couple days. Yesterday was sore, but it was okay. I think my biggest thing that still needs healing, of course, is my foot. And like the front of my shin, like I don't really feel any pain in it until like I touch it against something, or like when I go to like stupidly lean into something so I can grab things. I'm short, so a lot of times my shins will lean into things as I try to like reach over something, and that lets me know, like especially like when I'm making the bed or anything like that, my shins will touch like the side of the box spring area, and it lets me know, hey, you're still pretty bruised there. You might want to be careful. Oh, awesome. I can probably turn this off. Yeah. But I'm waiting for all the kids to get up, and I've got something on my shirt. What are you? Toothpaste. How did I get toothpaste on my shirt there? Oh, I hate that because toothpaste like really leaves like a good mark for... What, baby? Be right back, guys. Let me go take care of something. Where'd you find it? Where at? Oh, that's a big one. Yeah, that's the last thing I need to know is to get out some toothpaste cleaner. I'm gonna leave this. Huh? You're welcome. Oh, oi, oi, oi. Oi. Oh, wow. Oh, I know, right? Like, today is nice outside. That was a big old camel spider in the living room. Yeah, I'm not a fan. Not a fan. I don't like when those guys get inside, but we were with the doors open a lot yesterday, so it was beautiful outside yesterday too for Christmas Day. I mean, it had its chilly morning start off, but of course we live in the high desert, so. Ooh, no thank you. Y'all can keep your single digits. So, not my thing. Which I'm kind of glad about though too, because after the accident my joints have been super sore. Like my shoulder, even today, it's still very like very, very tender, but it's not aching like it was. So that's good. Oh, thank you, Angel. Have a great day. Wow. Okay, then. Well, if you say so. But yeah. So I went through, straightened my hair out this morning. I think what I want to do is definitely go and get a good trim done on it. It's not going to happen anytime soon with everything going on. So I don't trust like going out and having anybody be close enough to like handle my hair and stuff. But waiting for the boys to get up. As soon as the boys are up and going, we're going to make a quick dash down to Walmart. I hate going to Walmart, but right now it's kind of the only thing that's going to be open. So I need to go down to Walmart. I need to go in. I do not like doing after Christmas like shopping, but I have to get laundry detergent. So, because here's the fun part. We don't get paid until Friday. So not yesterday, but next Friday. And yeah, so I need laundry detergent because I gotta get my laundry done. Huh? We're not there yet. Walmart is not house. Okay, I don't know what that meant. I'm sorry, Sam. But I'm gonna go over there. We're gonna get laundry detergent, softener sheets. I've got to find a thing for the van that will go around the headrest to adjust like the seatbelt, because I'm driving an old recreational van. So it's like a rec vehicle. It's a 1993 Chevy recreational vehicle. So it's one of those big, huge vans that has got the television in it. Like if you went anywhere with it, like you could totally go camping in this thing. If you took like a little porta potty thing with you. And sorry, I can't type. I have. Oh, you went to. Oh gosh, no, I don't want it. Like I hate it. Like I hate going to Walmart. And I'm really hoping it's not like packed and crazy, because I can't. If it's packed, I'm just not gonna go. So yeah, I'm not a fan of that, but I've got to get laundry detergent, and I just may end up at the dollar store to get it. Laundry detergent, softener sheets. I need either zip ties, which I'm hoping I don't have to go through zip ties, but zip ties if I can't find the adjustable piece that you put around your headrest thing, right, and it like holds and guides the seatbelt, because with the Converge van, the seatbelt's like way up on the top piece, and so I'm really short, and a lot of people don't know that I'm like 5 foot. Okay, I'm tiny, and the seatbelt is sitting here on me, so it's like up against my chin here, like my neck and chin area, and it comes across and it's sitting underneath this part of my arm. Like with the car, I was able to pull the thing and adjust it down so that the seatbelt adjusted where it's supposed to be. If I can't find the piece that goes there, then I'm gonna have to buy the piece that goes on like the lap section of the seatbelt, so that it can be adjusted to sit like, at the lap level, so it'll adjust it at the lap level. But honestly, I don't like that because it pulls it away from my thighs, and I really, especially after this car accident, really don't want anything seatbelt wise being up around my stomach. I am bruised from my seatbelt from the car accident. but I'm bruised in the right areas. So if that makes any sense. I'm bruised on my like upper hip and like thigh area, and across like right here, I'm bruised. So I am like, it's not like purple bruising, thank goodness. But you know, like if you touch it, you can feel where you've, like something has hit you pretty hard. So it's like right across this area of my body, across my right breast and down across my rib cage on that side, is bruised. Uh, so my seatbelt was where it was supposed to be, um, which is really good. All right, see you later, Sammy. Um, so I'm bruised in all the right areas, so everything was protected, which is great. But I will. But the fun part was, because I'm so short, and the conversion van, I used, from what I grew up knowing, they're called like conversion vans, recreational vehicles. Hi, Yosef. Um, but because I'm so super short, I can't reach the gas pedal. I don't want to hear anything from anybody. We have the seat as far forward as the seat goes. Okay, it doesn't go any closer. And I still couldn't reach the gas pedal. So we had no choice but to take and put a piece of like 2x4 chunk block of wood, and attach it to the gas pedal so that I could reach the gas pedal, which is fun, you know. But when you're as short as I am, they make like things that you can attach, but we went online looking, and I'm only going to have the van for like the next 2, almost 3 weeks before my car is here. And so there's no need to like go all out for stuff for the van. Because like I said, this is just a temporary vehicle. It's my Pops' vehicle. So actually, as a matter of fact, he's selling it. And so right now he's letting me use it till my car gets here. And then Sarah's doing great. She's just starting to kind of pull herself together for the morning. We're gonna be going to go get things that like like I need laundry soap, because I got to get all my work clothes ready and washed for the week. I've got to finish my work inventory today. I'm gonna sit down when we get back and just wipe it out. Like honestly, it's a lot. So here, I'll show you guys something. This is great. Hold on. Don't lean into that. Okay, so this is how much I've already finished. Okay, so as you can see, these are how many pages I've already finished. Right, I'm on, what page am I on? I'm on page 14, which is actually almost finished. And this is the inventory for the store. So I'm having to write down what each item is, how many we have of each item, what they cost for each item, right? And I still have, let's see here. And that chunk, that's 14 pages now. These are how many, this is how many of the cabinets that we have, like cases that we have. So I still have all the ones that are not marked off still left to finish transferring into this stack. So I still have all of these, right? So all of this still needs to be done. But of course we were smart enough to go through the entire store so I could bring this home, and everything's written in a notebook. So between mine and Sam's handwriting, I love that when we were finished, I wrote, we're done. But yeah, so everything is in this notebook. There's altogether 51 cases of stuff that we've had to count, and I'm only finished with 25 of those cases, transferring them from this to this. So you had the hot water diverter break. Oh my God. Oh no. Yeah, that would, so either it spewed scalding hot water, or you have no hot water to make the coffee and stuff, which would suck. But from what it sounds like scalding hot water went everywhere. So that's going to get finished today. Ah, Neil's awake. But, so once Taylor gets up and gets himself, he's up? Okay. Like lukewarm? Oh, okay. Thank goodness nobody got burned, because that would suck. But anyway, so we got a 2x4 into the 2x4 block on the pedal, so. But now the biggest thing is going to be going and getting a piece to adjust the seatbelt, because it is not the most comfortable thing driving around with your seatbelt in your throat or up like in your ear and your chin area. So that's what we got to go get today. I'm hoping we have one, something or that'll adjust the piece that goes on the headrest of the seat of the vehicle. Excuse me, because that would be the easiest one to do. For this, just for the fact that the seatbelt is not very long. I'm a little bit shocked at how short the seatbelt itself is. The seatbelt's super, super short, and even if I had the seat fully back, like if I was a really tall person, the seatbelt barely fits around me, and once I'm fastened in, you have like no way to like sit forward or like adjust anything. You can't like pull forward slightly to like say reach your like radio or to reach anything within the dash. The seatbelt is extremely short. So I'm not exactly sure what's happening there or why it's like that. Like you can see it when you pull it, like you look up at the thing and you see when you've used all of it, because all that's left is the black wheel piece that it's attached to that winds it. Hi Bree, how are you? Yeah, I am short fused. I am super, like people don't realize I'm 5 foot. I'm a little tiny thing. Like 5'1". I may even just only be 5 foot now, because I mean I am getting older, so you shrink a little bit with age. But anyway, so waiting for all these guys to get themselves ready. Everybody gets showers, so that we're all clean and ready to go. Yeah, so I'm gonna go get that stuff, get back here, make sure everything's good with the van. It'll be my first time driving the van to Lake Havasu. Dealing with back pain, yeah. I'm feeling, your mom's 5'1", yeah. So then you actually have a point of reference, Joseph, because I'm only 5'1". So, and definitely smaller build now. I was pretty heavy for a long while, but not that anymore. But then again, I'm very active now, more so than ever. And then even with being injured, which I'm not like seriously injured, you guys, I still cannot. I'm trying to like lift my leg up here, but I keep forgetting how sore it is. I still can't, like, in my brain, make out how we came out of that situation without any like serious injuries. I just realized there is a nail. And maybe because I've had this area covered the whole time, I'm gonna have to use a hammer to get that out. You got a Rica batteries for Christmas? Yes! A bean from Among Us. Oh, no. Oh, see, Joseph, literally, that's how gift giving should be. If you're gonna give gifts for adults, that's the way to do it, right there. Yeah. Helping them out so that they have some stressors removed that's the way to do it. So, yeah, definitely. But yeah, so for right now, just kind of gonna make it, day by day. Caitlin! Oh no. See, that sucks, Caitlin. Yeah, this year, Sarah and I were talking the other morning about this year, like 2020. And like everything that's happened in 2020 for us personally. Like there's people that are definitely in way worse situations. Like let me be real. We kind of came out of it, you know. You'll send to pick up the bean. Oh, awesome. Um, but she and I came out of it on the other end, like for the most part, without like some of the people are really bad off. Um, but I look back on it and I'm like, we started 2020 with losing our home and, you know, one of our dogs and my uncle and my boss. Like, we had 3 deaths in a week, in 1 week. 3 deaths. And then, right? So there's 3 deaths for us in 1 week, like just in a 1 week window. Then we lost our house, all in that same week. Like this was all in the very first week of February. Depleted my entire savings account, getting the RV ready for us to live in. Which, by the way, the RV, thank goodness, was livable, except for the fact that, of course, as soon as we would get one other thing fixed, another thing would break, and then another thing would break, and we'd get that fixed, and another thing would break. So it kind of, you know, just financially just wiped us out. I had a pretty good nest egg, so to speak. And we depleted the entire thing because of the RV. I couldn't be more thankful for my pops and coming up here and deciding that, you know what, we'll come up into the mountain. And he gave us the space. And I couldn't be more thankful for that, like, honestly. So we started working on these things, you know, getting these things done. And then I started, you know, really taking it upon myself to make sure that I started caring for the property, going around saying, okay, what can I fix? Like, I'm pretty handy, you guys. Like, that's something a lot of people don't know about me. I'm a pretty handy person. I like to get my hands dirty. I like getting in there. I like work, like physical work. And so I get out there and I've been working on stuff. I've been putting things away. Still got the entire porch that we do want to get finished. We have there's a storage shed on the outside of the property, like on the outside, over by the overhangs, by the carports or the RV ports, because they're RV ports, on the other side of the garage. And so I want to try to get that entire area like cleaned up and stuff put like out of the elements, because there's a bunch of stuff that just got left out, and I'm pretty sure that was the cousins who did that. Everything was organized and stacked inside the shed, and now everything's kind of just dumped out of the boxes and on the floor. So a lot of things have lost value, and a lot of things have been ruined, due to just being exposed to the elements and not properly packaged the way that they were. So I've been taking care of all of that, and that's when he said, you know, for a house to stay in good repair, you can't leave it vacant. You leave anything in anywhere vacant long enough, the elements around it start to take over. So you'll start having mice and bugs and things like that start to take over space. That's the same thing if you drop, you know, if a ship sinks in the ocean, eventually, ocean life takes over said ship. It becomes like a coral, it becomes a reef, a man-made reef in a way. So same thing happens with like vacant properties. Eventually nature itself will take over. And so we didn't want that to happen with Grandma and Grandpa's house. And so been taking care of it. And there's still a lot to do, you guys. Like, there's still quite a bit to do. One, it needs painting, like big time. It got started later in their life. Like, they started trying to do little changes later in their life. So they weren't in the best of health and in the best of shape to be trying to do that. And so a lot of the stuff that got done is not well done at all. It's very poorly done, and it needs correcting. Heard of a dish where you take a pot roast and cook it. Then the next day you make egg noodles or you can get, and you top them. That actually sounds so good. That sounds so good. However, I can't eat. Well, I mean, I could eat a pork roast if I did a pork roast, but a pot roast with beef I can't do. You know what? Something we used to do was we used to take and do. For me anyway, I used to go and take and make like ground turkey, and then mix it with like a brown gravy and cream, like heavy whipping cream. And you'd cook that down, and then you would add egg noodle to it, and it kind of is. It's sort of like a stroganoff, but it's not, because stroganoff has sour cream in it. You don't add sour cream to this. You do it with the heavy cream and brown gravy, and it is. Did it go back? Okay. I don't know if we fixed it. Okay. I think we fixed it. Sorry, guys. Every time. I don't know what it is. Like this phone itself, because I don't have that problem when I use the smaller old phone. When somebody calls through, as soon as I like swipe it away, it'll immediately kick back over to the live stream. But for some reason with this phone, if somebody calls and I kick it away, it freezes the whole stream. And then I can't even get the thing out. I have to close the entire app, come back in and say go live, and it'll ask, oh, do you want to resume your stream? Well, yeah, I do. But anyway, so we're gonna go get this stuff done. Sarah's taking a shower right now. Taylor's gonna be down, I don't know when. But yeah, so that's what's going on for now. Yeah, it's really annoying. I'm like, why does this phone do that? It's an annoyance. But anyway, so taking care of the property and whatnot. It's so crazy though, right now. Like every time I walk outside, Paws is sitting right by she's parked in the same area she's always parked in. She's backed in, of course, because that's kind of the only way to get her off the trailer without like wrecking the property, because she's got no brakes. Did you really? God, that's a headache. But when you go to walk out, you don't realize just how bad a shape she's in until you walk out and around to the front of her. But if you're standing towards the back end of her, you have no idea. But once you go around the front, you realize that she's slightly bowed inward on the passenger side, and she's slightly bowed outward on the other side, because when we hit, like, say this is this is the truck, right? So this is the front of the truck, the back of the truck. When we came up, we hit him here. So like we didn't hit like straight in. We hit like this, and so I'm on this side of the car, Taylor was here, and when we hit this guy, we hit him right here. So Paws like folded around the back side of his truck, and we spun him. So we ended up like we hit, and he went spinning, and we stopped right here, and he went spinning like this and ended up facing us. So he was still right in front of us, but just spun completely in the opposite direction. And we pretty much stopped dead and went, like, it bent us, and so it just slightly turned us in the lane. But yeah, so that's why there's that indent. We literally like folded it, like we almost like mushed ourselves around the back end of his vehicle. So I still don't know how we walked away. But yeah, so yeah, it was terrifying. I think the more terrifying part wasn't the collision itself. The terrifying part was I didn't know how I was going to stop my car. And like I said, for me, it never dawned on me, and I wish it had, but it never dawned on me to pull the e-brake. And I know a lot of people are probably like yelling that in their heads. You should have just used your emergency brake. Hence the reason why it's called an emergency brake. But I've been driving for 20 years now, and I've never had an incident where my e-brake was needed. right? Like the only place I think I've ever used my e-brake is like when we are sat somewhere where the car is going to be at a steep angle. And we've set the e-brake so that the car, just in case the regular brake system fails, didn't roll. Um, but I have never thought, like, I've never had any reason to pull my e-brake. I've never been in any kind of real, like, emergency vehicle situation where I've lost my brakes. And so, like, they always say, like, you think you know what you would do before something happens. But in the moment when it's happening, believe it or not, a lot of things go out the window. And it never crossed my mind to pull the e-brake, and I should have. It's the reason it's there. When you have no brakes, your emergency brake is the reason it's there. And yeah, so I never pulled the e-brake, and like, I hate the fact that I didn't. If I had, we'd be okay. And Paws would be completely okay, other than needing to be towed to repair her brakes. So yeah. Yep. So that's a lovely little piece of info, and maybe what happened with me will remind people, you know, there's a reason there's an e-brake on your car, and that would be why. But yeah. So guys, these guys are getting ready. I'm already ready to go, and I'm going to probably go make some coffee because I haven't had any coffee yet. And I know Sarah won't drink any coffee. She's like super like wanting to follow all these like strict rules on herself, even though she can have a cup of coffee while pregnant. I think right now her biggest fear is she doesn't want to do anything that she thinks might risk injury or harming her pregnancy. And I get that. This is her first pregnancy, and she wants to be really, really careful. She's also been definitely feeling pregnant, more pregnant now. Tomorrow she'll be 7 weeks, and she's definitely getting more of the morning sickness. She has like bouts of it, like waves of it. So she'll have times where she feels fine, and then she'll smell something and it just kicks it off. And she just gets super nauseous and just really blah feeling. And then it'll come and then it'll pass, and she'll feel good again, and she'll feel active again, and then she'll get another wave of nausea, and it'll just kind of make her feel blah. And like a lot of people don't realize, like, morning sickness isn't like just like in the morning and just like a little short bout. It can happen throughout the day. It can happen for like an extended length of time. It can be super quick. Sometimes it can just be like a feeling, like you're just kind of like, oh man, I don't feel off. Or it can be a full-blown vomiting in the toilet, need to pull your hair back, you know, hugging the porcelain king in there, you know what I mean? But yeah, so it can range. For me, when I was pregnant with Taylor, I didn't have any morning sickness, by the way, guys, when I was pregnant with Sarah. I think I had a couple moments of some nausea, which were like way spread out. So, like way spread apart. It wasn't like every day or anything like that. I think I had like 2 or 3 times where something caught me scent wise, and I was like, oh, that does not agree. But with Taylor, it was every single day of my pregnancy, and I would vomit violently, like exorcism styled vomiting with him. And everything, every smell, every like just everything, every taste, everything set me off. And so yeah, had a very rough pregnancy with Taylor. Like, I was listening to Colleen Ballinger talk about her pregnancy with Flynn, and I thought, oh, God, I'm not alone. And then I also heard about oh gosh, what's her name? She's like a big actress. She's also a comedian, like a big time comedian, and I forgot her name. Her little baby's name is like Jean or something like that. But anyway, I forgot her name. But listening to her talk about her pregnancy, and I thought, I thought, like, back then I was just freaking stupidly crazy, or that I was some kind of like not capable of being pregnant kind of person. But and now I know, like, no, some women just have really terrible pregnancy experiences. Um, I'm so glad that my pregnancy with Sarah was so much simpler, so much easier, definitely more enjoyable. But yeah, you guys. So I'm just making sure she has like all the info. Like, pregnancy can be really nice for some people. Some people it can be like, okay, I'm pregnant, you know. So no feeling either way. Just kind of like, okay, well, it's happening, and I'm having a baby and whatnot. And then there's people that get pregnant, and it is horrid. It's the most horrifying experience that their body ever goes through. And like for Colleen, I my heart breaks for her because she's right. She doesn't know if her next, if she did get pregnant again, would it be that exact same experience? Or would she have an experience like I had, where when I had Sarah, it was so much easier. Um, and whatnot. Like, it was a much easier. I didn't have any of the massive aches and pains. Like, I thought I was literally being ripped apart being pregnant with Taylor. I thought this kid was going to tear my pelvis from my body. I was sure of it, by the way. I was sure of it. He broke my rib. So I have a broken rib that is still, to this day, never healed properly. So it floats. Yeah. So, yes, human babies can break ribs. And so, yeah, it was a very, very terrible pregnancy. And I can say that now in hindsight, now that I've seen it and I've been through it, and now that I can say, yeah, it was a bad pregnancy. It was horrible. But it was worth it. It was worth every bit of it, because in the end of it, no matter how terrible it was, I have this amazing, crazy, you know, out of this world human that came from that, and wouldn't change that at all. But would I have preferred something a little bit easier than feeling like I was being ripped to shreds? Yeah, but he's here and I love him. So we are gonna go. I'm gonna go, because it sounds like her shower's pretty much done. I'm gonna go and get out of here, go get this stuff taken care of so I can get back here and get away from all the people down there, because I'm not a fan of going into town. Even before the whole pandemic, I didn't like going into town to begin with, so makes it worse now. But let's go take care of this stuff. And you guys are fantastic and amazing, and we'll see you guys probably